Well, welcome to the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. I'm here with Casey O'Toole, who is a good friend of mine. Gosh, we've known each other for about 8 years now, something like that. I don't even know what it is, but it's a long time. It's
Long
probably
time.
about 8 years. Yeah, 8 or 9 years, maybe even got probably about 8 or 9 years, something like that. So anyway, Casey O'Toole, I know he's been on the podcast before. Um, Quite the innovator, and has really figured out and kind of nailed down super effective marketing for that stepchild social media platform we call LinkedIn, right? That a lot of us don't necessarily utilize very well. But you have figured out, gosh, Casey, how to integrate AI into a platform that you've developed so that AI is out there doing all the work on LinkedIn for you and basically just setting appointments for you. And for a loan originator, this can be for recruiting, it could be for finding real estate agents, it can be for finding consumers, all of it. And so I was hoping you could just kind of lay this out for everybody. I know you might be watching us on YouTube, but there's probably not going to be a lot of visual here because most of the audience for this podcast is audible, is on Spotify, iTunes, that kind of a thing. So Casey's going to walk us through verbally as best he can, kind of enlightening us to how he uses this. I will tell you this too, guys. I am a user of the product. I love it. I've been using it for years. It has done very well for me. It's a very, very cool product. I wholeheartedly say do it. I will also put this caveat in because I have to, Casey, because we are part of the Mortgage Marketing Animals. This does not negate your phone calls, right? This does not stop you from doing the daily success plan of making your calls Monday through Thursday the way that we lay out with the daily success plan, which we know generates results. But we do believe in tech. We do believe in AI. We do believe in tech helping us out. This tech product on top of your calls, it can really help you out immensely. So I just want to get that out of the way because we do preach that, Casey, right? Making phone calls, and because it works. That only works all the time, is what we found. So, but
Well,
this helps immensely. So, yeah, fill us in. What do we got here?
and so I'll speak to that too real fast. I think first of all, it frees up your time so you can do more phone calls.
It does.
And that's kind of one of the key concepts that I kind of stumbled upon throughout the history of learning automation and AI is really what it is it's an efficiency hack and it provides you with more time so you can work on your business rather than working in your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, but it didn't start with AI. It started with standard,
I
good
remember.
old school automation.
Yep.
And when I first stumbled upon that, I was like, oh my gosh, mind blown. I can automatically send connection requests to my exact target audience and get replies from people, generate leads while I'm sleeping. Like this is great.
Yeah.
And that like really helped us with our real estate practice. It's helped all of our clients who are in mortgage, real estate, whatever. And that alone was amazing. But there were some issues, right? Some issues were the people will be replying at a time when you're not on LinkedIn.
Right.
And you couldn't necessarily check LinkedIn all the time. And so leads would be falling through the cracks.
Right.
You'd be getting too many messages. You just couldn't keep up.
Right.
And it's just, there were some things about just automation that were kind of a hindrance.
Mm.
Um, and so when we kind of started to integrate and play with AI, that was the huge linchpin because now it's like a full cycle where our system can not only help you identify and reach out to your targeted prospects, whether it's trying to reach out to realtors to get referrals, or whether it's going direct to consumer to generate loan apps. But it then can qualify them conversationally. So the AI triggers on a LinkedIn reply, whether they reply at 5 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
or 10 at night, whatever it is. It is there 24/7, responding to people on your behalf, then conversationally qualifying them, and then booking appointments on your calendar.
Pretty
It's
crazy,
it's, it's
man.
insane.
It is insane. I like it too because Like, for example, with marketing animals, we have the Loan Officer CRM, which of course incorporates a ton of AI, and we can extract real estate agent lists from Redder and do that type of thing. Um, but this is unique in that it's in that LinkedIn platform that it's operating. So it's operating within a platform that has massive audience, right? Massive audience, and you can tweak it in to find, like, for example, you could tweak this in, guys, to go, hey, I'm a VA home loan expert. So I want to run a VA home loan campaign. I want to target the people, and Casey's team, of course, helps you with this, right? I want to target the people in LinkedIn in this particular area, maybe the whole state of California, whatever state you're in, that are likely or probable to be veterans, right? To be veterans, and let them know that, or even active duty military, right? Let them know that this is what I do. That's the uniqueness of using Casey's product is that, especially on the direct to consumer angle, like if you have niche type products, for example, I'm doing investor stuff right now through Linkybot, right? So I'm going after investors, and it's doing its job. It's finding real people in their profile say real estate investor, right? So it's finding them and saying, "Hi, how's it going? Let's connect. Oh, by the way, I do investor loans." And they're like, "What do you got?" And it's like that. So that's one of the coolest things about this. Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell as well so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. And also would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think or what you want to see next. What are some of the angles that loan officers do take with the product, Casey?
So yeah, you referenced one of them. So veterans is a really highly effective campaign. We can target people who have worked for a past company, and under past company we can put down U.S. Marine Corps, U.S. military, but current company
Clever.
is like something else, something
Mm,
private.
mm,
And so they're working for, a private company, but they used to work in military. They're a veteran.
yeah.
And you can target, I mean, if you specialize in writing loans to healthcare employees, maybe you have like a
Mm,
special like healthcare loan package.
sure. Yeah.
I mean,
first
alumni,
responder first
yeah,
responder programs, they're out there, they're
yeah,
out there, yeah, so you can target those people, get to know them, have a conversation. Next thing you know, you will come across people that are like, yeah, I was looking, or I am thinking of buying, or I am, and then the next thing you know, this his Casey system will take it literally to the point of appointment for you. So it's pretty remarkable. How about this, Casey? How about recruiting?
yeah. I mean, it's arguably more effective to use it for recruiting because people are on LinkedIn oftentimes looking for jobs, not
Mm,
always,
mm,
but they might be looking for opportunities.
mm.
And more times than not, they're accessing LinkedIn's profile during normal business hours, 9 to 5, when they're working. And so you're catching them while they're working in an environment that is like business related and on the platform that is kind of focused about, finding employment and posting about career changes and all this stuff.
Mm.
You can find people who have changed jobs in the past 90 days. You can find people who have actively posted on LinkedIn. You can find people who maybe work at a new company, but their new company is located in a headquarters that's outside of where they're currently living.
Mm,
So that's like an indication of they might be moving over there. There are
mm,
so many kind of subtle nuances about how we can use Sales Navigator for targeting.
mm,
And then LinkedIn is just like the how you deploy it. And it's a conversational platform. People again are on their laptops, at their desktop, whatever they're doing. And it's so much easier to have a conversation with someone one-on-one from a keyboard than it is from your phone.
yeah.
And so the AI is way more effective because they're more open to having conversations on LinkedIn.
Mm.
So yeah, there's so many reasons why LinkedIn is an absolute gold mine for this kind
It
of
really
opportunity.
is, and I kid around about it, because I mean, me personally, like, I in the past before I connected with you, LinkedIn to me was just that thing. It's like I don't quite get it. I'm on it. I got a profile. I don't. it's not like Facebook, where you're in there talking about my lunch and my new motorcycle. And, it's not like that. It's different. And so to me, it was always kind of, like I said, that kind of stepchild sort of social platform. But the truth is, the information that's there, the data that's there on people, the data that they're providing about themselves, is invaluable to us as originators, as salespeople, as real estate people, to where if we have a tool like you've created, man, oh man, it's just a target rich environment, like such a target rich environment, and you can just find the exact people that you're looking to connect with. It's a brilliant, brilliant product. I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. And I will tell you
Yeah.
before, I know you want to say something, but I want to let people know this too. When you work with Casey and his team, these guys help you put it all together. It's not like it's all right, you got your account now, start going to learn YouTube tutorials on how to work this product. It's no, man. Like these guys, what are you after? What are we trying to do? And then
Yeah.
they work with you directly to assemble and put together the appropriate campaign with the appropriate responses and the appropriate inquiries so that, and then you just basically it lights up and you just see it run and it just runs. It just
Yeah.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a completely done for you service, right? And so although we do have a do-it-yourself version now, if
Mm,
someone wanted to try and implement this themselves, that's an
mm,
option.
mm,
But the majority of our clients are done for you, where we work with you to build out your campaign
mm,
based on your goal and towards your target audience, et cetera, et cetera. And
mm,
then one other component that I wanted to kind of reference real fast is that, yeah, you said like LinkedIn is like a gold mine for data, right?
mm.
We can provide you and zap every single LinkedIn contact into your CRM.
Yeah.
So if you have like follow-up funnels built out in your CRM currently, or you have some other system in place, we can push everyone over to your system. And then this way they're seeing you on LinkedIn, obviously, plus email,
Yeah.
newsletters,
Triggers
Facebook,
triggers
whatever.
workflows. Trigger your workflows to, like, for us with the AI loan officer AI CRM. The lead can come in, trigger workflow where AI now in the AI CRM takes over and goes and reaches out and tries to convert from there. So absolutely beautiful. What's the website for them to go to check it out, Casey?
So Linkybot.ai. Yep,
Linkybot.ai. Linkybot.
that's Linkybot.ai.
Linkybot.ai. I tell you guys, you got to go check it out. You got to do it. It's really, really cool. The coolest thing about it too is I think is that this is truly one of those services where when you get after you get connected with Casey and the team and you get the campaign set up and they go, okay, it's turned on, like immediately you start seeing things happen. Like, oh, I'm connected to this person. Oh, it zapped into my CRM. Oh, it sent them an email. Like it's just like things just start things just start happening like immediately. So it's really, really cool. So right on,
Yeah.
Casey.
I
Thanks,
mean, and,
man.
and don't be overwhelmed because like it will be happening in the background,
Yeah.
and the natural urge is to like go in there and like
Say
fix it and
something.
do something. Yeah,
Just leave it
but
alone.
you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything.
Just
Just
leave it
let
alone.
yeah, let it do its magic.
Yeah, it'll start talking to the people and it'll start bringing them in. And then, but keep your eye on it, and you'll see like, this is the time now to jump in, or this might be the moment to do something, right? But yeah, man, it's really cool. I find myself doing that all the time, Casey. I'm looking at my messages and I see they responded. And I feel like I want to reply and I go, no, I'm just gonna let that be and just let the machine do its job, and
Hmm.
then it works. It really does. So. Well, right on, Casey. Thanks for being on the podcast, man.
Of course, love being here, man. Love just chatting with you. So this is always fun.
All right. Well, cool. Guys, go to Linkybot, Linkybot.ai. Check it out. You'll be able to talk to Casey and his team. It's really cool. It's a neat thing, and it dovetails perfectly into the daily success plan, into making our calls, even connecting to the AI CRM. It's just another very, very cool AI product that's out there that reaches people differently, right? Reaches people and reaches direct to consumer or whatever it is you're after. It's able to do that and wrangle them in and then bring them in either to an appointment or into the loan officer AI CRM and move them forward. So good
Yeah,
stuff, man. Thanks, Casey. Appreciate you.
awesome, Frank. Thank you.
All right, you guys, Linkybot.ai, and join us here next week on the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. Thanks. See y'all. Bye bye. Adios.